What's going on, guys? Typebone82 here. Right now, I'm gonna give my personal favorite movies, Marvel Studios, and I got the whole collection, including one crossovers and other heroes, the Iron Man trilogy movies. That's why, folks. I want to use that in Iron Man movies. Now, let's take a look on the Blu-rays movies. I have Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. But before Iron Man 3, well, there's one in the Avengers when it should be crossovers. With Incredible Hulk, Thor, and Captain America. Now, let's take a look at those movies after the Iron Man's movies. This I got the best Iron Man movies in the whole time. Now, this is a part of exactly. But to tell you the truth, I like Captain America. But mostly, yes. But mostly, Captain America, basically. And of course, the Spider-Man. But now, I want to give a chance that this Iron Man's movies I just got on Blu-ray. And some of those DVDs. So, yeah. But I forgot to mention in the beginning, right? So, yeah. And now, my best friend, what he did in the review of this movies here, Harry927, he did a review of the Iron Man's movies. And, of course, he's got Mark Solette, the one in the Iron Man 3 figure. Is it the regular one or Disney exclusive? I don't know. But anyway, nice review, buddy, and like the Invincible Iron Man, you gotta be like that. So yeah. And now let's take a look at all those movies here. So this is exactly when I got this. So now, but before I start to begin all these movies here on Blu-ray, Typebone82, have you saw the Iron Man's movies? Yes, I did. I really liked this, the whole thing at the beginning and at the end. So now, let's give a try for this very quickly how this happened in these movies. Since in the 1960s, the Marvel Comics was the beginning. And I know the creator was the brothers like Iron Man. Well, Iron Man here was, Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, Fantastic Four. It was the co-creator was Stan Lee. Yeah, it was amazing when he did Iron Man's movies nowadays, including there's a cartoon shows in the 60s and at that time, the 90s or the 80s, I'm not sure. But there's some others, the animated series of Iron Man. And, so yeah, I remember that time in the 90s, call it Marvel Action Hour, just say Iron Man. So, and I said, well, you have it there. So that's to tell you the truth. Now, let's go on to the Iron Man 1. Now, I saw this in the theaters, and that was several years ago before there was other movies here. So, this is Iron Man Ultimate 2-disc edition. Now, my best friend Harry927, he got a DVD, the Iron Man, the first one. But nope, I have it here right now. This is a Blu-ray I got. If you have the Blu-ray, you gotta get this. The Blu-ray is way better than DVD. Now, look at this cover. The cover looks nice, and even the Iron suit was amazed. I'm so impressed in that, and it's kind of the first Iron Man suit. Before it was in other suits just like these ones. So now, this is exactly what Iron Man should be. The same actor, when he did the brothers with Chaplin, Heart of Souls, it was a Robert Downey Jr. If you're familiar with this guy, you got it right. Now, I'm just looking on the back. And you guessed it right. It was Robert Downey Jr. himself, Iron Man, Tony Stark. Now you got two discs that has a lot of bonus features and anything. Now, it kind of reminds me of the poster from the hero to the... Something like that, like a poster. Now, this is the beginning, the origin of Iron Man was the before was this one, and now you got this is the film. And the rest of the actors, it did a great job for what he did in all these in Iron Man's movies. So let's take a look very close. I can't even focus on yet. And this villains, Herbert Stein, he's a main villain before he turns the villain because he was trying to steal an Iron Man suit, but it now is once in the crossover. This cover, the image looks nice, and I can't even see enough focus on because it's shiny one. I hate it. Don't remind me of that. Okay, who's the actors in this? Okay, you have a Robert Downey Jr., Terrence Howard, Jeff Bridges. One thing I saw in the actor Jeff Bridges is the guy, what he did, the Disney movie, what was Tron. And yeah, I guess if you believe me, what is this guy is the same guy, Tron. Not only the first movie, it was released in 1982, to tell you the truth. If you saw the sequel called Tron Legacy, was released, I think it's 4 years, it's released 2010. It's the same guy. Go see it on IMDb if you've seen this guy or not. So yeah. And what else is this actor? What is the name? Gwyneth Paltrow is Pepper Potts. She's amazing. Plays Iron Man's girlfriend. well, Tony Stark is also assistant. Works with Tony Stark. And then the second producer was Stan Lee, and of course the one is like I can't read it the credits because it was not quite exactly so because it's 2 lines so. And I think, let me see it close. Who's directed it in this movie? It was John Farrell. John Farrell, he did amazing. He was an actor. He was in this movie. He plays a security, works with a Stark security, something like that. And so, yeah, but not even in one movie, he got with his oldest movies, except in the Avengers. I don't know. Now, the first movie, now, you're going to read this or not. If not, this is in the origin in the Iron Man movies, what this is all about. It says, lift off in a high-speed, high-fly action on this 2 Ultimate Disc Edition takes in you inside a suit of Marvel's invincible superhero for the Ultimate Iron Man experience. After surviving an expanded attack in its enemy territory, jetsoning international list, Tony Stark builds a high-tech suit of armor and vows to protect the world as Iron Man straight from the pages of the legendary comic book. Iron Man is a hero who is built, not born, to be unlike in any other. So yeah, this movie is an amazing movie. I saw the theaters with my own friend take me there when I saw this theaters. And you got in there. So that's on Iron Man first one. And now let's gonna go to the Iron Man 2. What can I say? There's a sequel. It was released in 2010. And of course, I forgot to mention, this movie was released, the first one was 2008. And of course, this is a movie, 2010. Finally, it came out sequel. And this cover looks nice. It's very good. It's the one is like, wow. And of course, you have in there that's a Blu-ray. And a DVD, have a digital copy. Why am I bother this one? Just go to a Blu-ray. Now, look on the cover, on the behind. Okay, this is different suit. I really like this part. It's much better. It's better than the first one, but not. But wait, I like this part of this, but I really like this. And then Gwyneth Paltrow, once again, is Pepper Potts. And same guy I know, Tony Stark, is Robert Downey Jr., known as Iron Man. And the rest of the cast is excellent. The one is like, okay. And then you got, it says, get the Ultimate Iron Man 2 experience with its special editions loaded on the bonus features. Take you inside the suit plus the digital copy. Well, yeah. Anytime in that. So, now I think I know why when I saw it in the theaters, and of course I got a Blu-ray. He was trying to save the world once again for... His name is Ivan Vango, the villain known as Whiplash. It was amazing, the movie. And of course you have a War Machine, his friend, Tony Stark's friend, Rhodey Rhodes, that's right. And of course you have it there, and it has 3 discs on this part. And of course, Jonathan Favreau is the director once again. And I forgot to mention, Terrence Howard he plays Rhodey, but it was replaced. It was Don Cheadle or something like that. And it was same character is the Rhodey. So Scarlett Johansson was Black Widow. Yeah, she was the first cast was in an Iron Man before it was the Avengers. So yeah, Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, and of course there's Stan Lee in this cameo, and the rest of the cast is amazing. The when he did in the sequel, but bottom line, it's a good sequel. So in case of that, this is what happened. So now I saw in the theaters in this part of this. It was amazing part ever. Now, okay, before Iron Man 3, now you have the crossovers. Okay, once again, I already did this review of this with the Captain America reviews, with Blu-ray movies. So, and yeah, if you've seen this or not, go see it in the Captain America movies reviews, if you saw it once again. And yeah, and of course you have it there, and it's the same. But I really liked this movie when I saw it in the theaters. It was amazing. You have a crossover of superheroes with Incredible Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and you have the same person, Tony Stark, is known as Iron Man. It was after these 2 movies, you have an Iron Man with the Avengers. So, but I already did the Avengers movies with Captain America reviews when I got this. And I hope, well, Captain America will release in the sequel movie, Captain America, The Winter Soldiers, will release on Blu-ray and DVD. I just wish when I got time it will release or not. So I was waiting for that. And so yeah, so wait for it. And now you saw this already. I'm kind of even standing up. Yep. So now, once again, I saw last year Iron Man 3. You got it, guessed it right. So Iron Man 3, it's a very good movie, but sometimes it was some kind of little bit more like, who's the villain in this movie? For example, it was Mandarin, right? Mandarin, it's kind of like what he said. So this is a part of it. Who's the real villain behind all this? Maybe it's a decoy or the real villain. Guy Pearce is, I forgot his name in the character, but he was a real villain, Mandarin. But the guy that dressed up looked like a Mandarin, like this guy, you know, it kind of reminds me, like, for example, like a Batman Begins. For example, Liam Neeson plays the Ducard, but he was the real Ra's al Ghul. And now which one is the real Ra's al Ghul? It was a decoy, like the old guy, he was, you know, he was trying to killing the prosecutors or something like that, but tell you the truth. But now the fake Ra's al Ghul is dead, but when he's trying to explosion in his own mansion at the other house or something like that. Yeah, that's the real Ra's al Ghul as is Liam Neeson in The Dark Knight Rises. But here, Iron Man 3 is as much as it's closer. The one is like as this part. This is a decoy Mandarin, and this is the real villain behind is that actor is Guy Spears is Mandarin. So, and I know my friend Harry927, he says kind of like, he said he don't like Mandarin. But why? Mandarin is an Iron Man villain, for example. Like in '90s, he was supposed to be like a powder ring, for example. With a power ring, it should like that. It's just like the '90s, I remember. But here, this movie, it doesn't have that. Okay, so why the villain Mandarin as the different characters is the same? So now is maybe it's the other powers. For example, it's an invention of people like a completely range or something like that when I saw this theaters. So now this is, but bottom line, it's a good third movie Iron Man I've ever seen. So it says the best Iron Man yet. Oh, okay, you have it there. So not only one suit, but there's tons of there are over 47 or 48 Iron Man suits. If you want to look at the back, let's see. Okay, Jon Favreau was not directing in it, so but he was in this movie, but he was in executive producer. Iron Man 3 was directed Shane Black, and the cast that was there is the same, and then the different cast that was was there. So. Now, the studio that brought us with the Marvel's The Avengers, at least the best Iron Man adventure yet, with his must-own global phenomenal starring Robert Downey Jr. and the rest that I know. And yeah, that's all there is to that. And you got some bonus features on the Blu-ray DVD. And look at this cover on this image here. It looks like, oh yeah, that's Tony Stark here. You have a tons of Iron Man suits here in his in California, Malibu, California. This movie is very intense when this bad guys when it's trying to shut down in the Iron Man headquarters what has been destroyed in the Iron Man suits. I feel bad for that because I really like the way it was, and just like in these two films here, except in the Avengers, but. So, if Tony Stark will come back in Iron Man 4, I don't know. But wait for until in the Avengers 2 and 3, but he will come back, I know, was after this one. So now, the movie itself, Iron Man 3. Robert Downey Jr. is the best actor of Iron Man's movies. So now you have a narrative that's Iron Man movies when you got... If it's not Iron Man 4, well, they should be the Avengers sequels 2 and 3 with Iron Man. I'm possibly sure. Wait for until it takes a long time, so wait for until if it's released or not. So now, why can I give the rating of these here, all these movies, Iron Man's movies here, including the Avengers? I'm gonna give it 10 out of 10. Simple. It was like. Iron Man is my favorite number 5 superheroes movies. For example, number 1 is a Superman. Batman, second one, third one was Spider-Man. Number 4, Captain America. And of course, number 5 is Tony Stark, Iron Man. Bottom line, this is my favorite movies, Iron Man, the middle superhero medals. So yeah, okay guys, this is what I try to get. So this is Type 182, and my reviews is more coming up soon, and just when you see, until then, this is Type 182. So please come and subscribe and comment and subscribe, and this is Type 182. So see you soon guys.